What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Smoke World. I'm your host, Stones. Go grab that stick. Go grab a glass, whatever you're drinking. Let's sit back and have that conversation. I got sketches in the building. And we got a special guest from Philly, Mercedes.
Hey now.
What's up? What's good? Everybody good? How's everybody doing?
Good, man.
What's going on?
Oh, what you smoking, man?
I haven't seen you all year.
I know. It's cold now.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, it's been a year. Shucks.
What you smoking, sketches? What's that?
I'm smoking a blunt. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
y'all smoking that cigar.
I
decided to smoke me a Brooklyn, East York, mixed with Brownsville, Cess blunt. Now this is Perdomo. This is the Perdomo.
Okay, it's a blunt.
This is actually
a blunt.
Actually strong and harsh, but I wanted to go strong and harsh because I'm drinking a Belizean rum. So it's kind of
Oh, you get fancy.
Belizean rum.
How about you, Mercedes? What you got?
I got this Odyssey habanero.
Oh, okay.
You come here often?
And you got your rum.
I got my rum.
I'm drinking Red Bull and rum.
My rum and my two stuff.
We don't want to give out what kind of rum she's drinking. We don't want to give.
I got my Herrera. Drew Steaks.
You know, like commercial.
Yeah.
No, because we put that in, I can hashtag it.
What's that?
Whatever we talk about, I can hashtag whatever she's drinking, hashtag that. And it brings.
Forget the money. That's what we need to make money in 2025.
Exactly.
If you ain't sponsoring nothing, you don't know your name. But everybody knows.
I'm drinking a rum.
Rum?
I'm drinking Red Bull and rum. Red Bull get a shout out because they already got it out there. Just like that.
Why you can say Red Bull and she can't say whatever she's drinking?
She was drinking whatever she was.
But why you can say Red Bull? You have a contract with Red Bull?
I ain't say Red Bull.
Oh.
Why your business? Got and security in the building. What's going on right now? So Mercedes, what's good? Thank you for being here, joining us. We love you to be here. You're drinking. I can't really see because I don't have my glasses on. We're in an environment where the lights are really nice with the ambiance.
That's that old man.
I do see some others. Oh, wait a minute. That's a little quick sneaky blow. I wasn't even paying attention. What?
I'm just saying, it's good to see you too, and I get to be a guest on
Yeah,
Smoke World.
yeah.
That's what's up.
What's up with this cold weather?
I don't know.
What is going? Okay, I don't know what you're looking for. Look for bugs. This blunt got him high
I'm
already.
looking at my camera and I see an ass in my face.
Listen, he's high already.
I assure you, it ain't mine.
Look, it's an ass. Where that ass at?
Smokey.
You don't look at an ass. Don't you see an ass in there?
Smokey is high already. Remember from Friday?
Yeah, exactly.
He was in the chicken coop.
Hey, it's Friday. We ain't got no job.
Oh, there it is.
Come
That's
on,
it right there. I can't see it because it's hologram. You nasty.
He's an ass shopper.
He's nasty. You be down here going like this. Ow.
Yeah. What's
Ow.
like, yo, you nasty. No, it's just Jack.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yo, man, I'm upset.
I see it.
I like that. Where'd you get that from?
Mind your business.
I know it wasn't Temu, because you went like this to the right. You would have saw nothing. It has disappeared.
We're not going to hang on Temu right now. Temu right now is supplying a lot of American families with their needs of goods and services, sir. So Temu is the bomb.
If you order
and
now,
TikTok shop.
Order now and get it for Easter.
Yeah, that part. Well, no. Hold on. They changed the game. Temu now shipping locally depends on your locations. They can ship in 3 days. You get shoes in 3 days. You get shirts 3 days, 4 days.
So they must be here then.
Mind your business.
Well. Let me finally partner up with Walmart.
Everybody's partnering with Walmart.
On a low.
Even on the site, it looks like Amazon.
It does. No, it does look like Amazon.
Like Amazon.
Yep.
Like, what the hell? I thought, okay, it's got to be reputable. It's coming from Walmart. No, it's coming from a third party now.
Yep. I like it.
That's the game.
I like it.
I'm going to see if they have cigars on it.
No, they don't. I looked already. They don't have it. I looked. They don't have it.
I feel like it will come soon.
No, cigars.
Cigar bids is cool.
So, speaking of cigars, and I hate
cigars.
I'm not going to say I hate to say this, but the PCA just put out an announcement.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was a big fight going on for some years in reference to infused cigars with the FDA. It was really pushing to say we're going to ban these type of cigars. Why? Because Billy and little Jillia They're not behind the school smoking cigars. But nonetheless, the FDA was going to ban infused cigars. Trump administration comes in and said, get that shit out of here. We're not doing none of that. Throw that in the trash. So PCA has now put out an announcement. Thanks to the Trump administration, this ban has been now terminated. No regulations will be going on with the cigar industry. A win for the cigar industry, but for those who feel some kind of way about this young man named, what's his name again? 47. Yeah. So for the cigar industry, it would be great because he's a non-regulating type of individual. And cigars were regulated under the FDA. At least the infused ones.
I think that's good. I think a lot of women, that's their entry into cigars. So if you really take those infused or those flavors away, you really would probably be chopping a lot of the
infused cigars are the number one selling cigar globally. That is the number one cigar.
Because I dab into it too. I'm not gonna front. I dab into infused cigars once in a blue moon. I get it from Rosario's out in New York, so they have the Hennessy, they got the creams.
You like the lip off.
Y'all.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I even got a couple of
attitude. Nobody was judging.
Because he didn't want to say strawberry.
I'm saying, but
they had strawberry?
He wasn't getting judged. I don't understand. Like he snapped out. You seen his face. Like, yo, I spoke.
No, they got strawberry.
They have every flavor.
Why, you like strawberry?
No, I'm talking about not acid. I'm talking about they have strawberry. Like
they do. They have all kinds of infused.
You like that?
You like that?
One little strawberry you like?
No, I like the Hennessy's and
you ain't got man up now.
And the
You ain't got the man up now.
And the creams.
Have you ever been swallowed? Yeah, but you ain't got man up now.
I grew up in that area where no one got.
You ain't got to put no extra bass in your voice.
We didn't swallow a lot back in the day. So I grew up in that area where we didn't swallow.
Have you ever been swallowed?
No
Diddy, man. But it's okay. Nobody said infused. I have had infused cigars. Nothing. That's not my go-to. But I have smoked an infused cigar. I tried the Rosario. Some cats up there.
They pretty good. You don't like the creams? They nice.
The Macanudo creams.
Yeah, they nice. Yeah, those are nice.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's like a dessert.
Put a little more bass in your voice. When you don't got a little hot.
It was a little higher than my voice.
I sound defensive.
A lot.
It's only two genders.
Because I'm mad that they even talk.
Stupid genders, man. I know you got to adjust in 2025.
I forgot.
Some things you got to. That's old habits die hard. So you may have to make that adjustment, sir.
It's gonna be hard.
I'm going on the record saying it's a mess.
It's
like the weather.
Y'all thought Cat Williams is funny and Dave Chappelle? Man, this guy got him beat. Because at least he's saying it with a straight face. Dave Chappelle do a little. Kevin Hart looks in the camera and it's comedy, but he's doing it with a straight face, which make it funnier.
That's true. So if you're a comedian,
there's laws and legislation that's changing because of it. That's
people lives and everything.
People's lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's affecting real people. Yeah.
Yes.
Millions too.
Millions. Yeah, absolutely. But the weather.
Yeah. I'm tired of
it. It is snowing in Florida. NOLA got 6 or 7 inches of snow.
Yes. They had to cancel conventions.
They had a record-breaking snowfall in New Orleans.
That's crazy.
Period.
That's crazy.
Record. Never ain't got nothing to go back to 1965 or 1862. None of that.
Yo, it was so cold over there, the levees dropped.
Too soon.
Too soon?
Wow.
Gotta wait.
Too soon.
But yeah, I need to go somewhere warm, and I don't know where that's at now.
Yeah, because Tampa is about 35.
California's on fire. Guess you could go.
My daughter's in the middle of the fire right now.
Yeah, how about that?
Oh yeah.
What's going on? She all right?
She had to evacuate the first fire. Now she's at a friend's house, and I was like, next place she got to go is the water. She's on the coastline, so it's like they tell people to stay there, and they said she don't want to come to New York. She don't want to come over here. She rather,
I'm saying you got to
stick it out. She rather stick it out. So let her stick it out. Hey.
Yeah, it's nowhere where you can go right now. Texas, snow, cold, ice.
It's cold.
It's
California is warm because of the fires.
You said what?
I said California's warm.
Oh,
the fires. Yeah, fires. Man. It's kind of hot. The fires are really hot.
It does puzzle me. Like, you're on the coast, and the coast is on the side of water. Why?
Because they can't use sea water.
They can. They choose
Well, they
not to.
said that it would kill all the vegetation.
I think the fire's gonna do that also.
Y'all like shit.
I said the same thing. It was like, yeah, bro. They said we use seawater. It's going to mess up all our machinery.
Yeah, I think the fire.
No, that saltwater is gangster. I understand the fire is gangster.
They said it's going to destroy all of the engines, all of the fire engines, all of the airplanes. They don't want to use it.
23,000 acres.
In county.
And then one of the most affluent African American communities there in California. So
I understand what you're saying.
I would take the lesser of two evils on that. Just figure out the.
I understand. But that's saltwater.
I had one guy thought there was going to be a drought in porno. I'm like, come on, stupid. There's plenty of porno out there. Malibu's it's just a small delay. Calm down. Take it easy.
What? A drought? What? Porno?
Yeah, they do all the pornos in Malibu over there where the fire's at.
They're doing pornos in the hood right now, bro. They've been shooting pornos in the hood.
Since you can do it with your phone now.
Yes. Yeah. Come on,
not
bro.
that I know anything about that.
You're a big videographer guy. You probably shot a couple pornos before for a couple $100.
You could do it.
A couple $100?
You could do it with glasses now.
Let's go.
With the video
go rent the
glasses
motel, Holiday Inn type joint. Go rent that in.
Put your video glasses on and go at it.
Boom. Get the girl, get the guy, put the camera, got your light. You ever got the light set up right here? Boom. All right, y'all ready? Get a little camera. All right, look, we'll go real close to this. You can be good. Yeah. Okay. Mercedes, know that. Well, there ain't no rail.
Yeah,
we're just trying to figure out this whole thing.
Figure out how far he's gonna go.
Or I'll go far.
Yeah, like he got a job for me or something.
Yeah.
Like he knows somebody that knows somebody.
You trying to get paid?
I actually have a camera that goes inside.
Why ain't saying go inside now? You get carried away.
Why are you choking for it?
Inside.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
We were talking about porn.
Like drainage. Like you go inside of
a person.
Not a person.
Like it can.
But
no. It's like you digging like inside a pipe.
Plumbing.
I go. Yeah. You got a crack. You want to look in there. I'm just saying. I probably can use that.
And what way?
Nobody would not even know what the inside.
Yeah, until you see a gerbil coming at your ass.
Okay.
I don't think I want to watch that one.
All right. So Mercedes.
I don't want to watch that.
All right. Two girls in the cup.
We got
broke the internet.
I do apologize.
See this? I tried to stop this before.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Yeah, you.
So getting back to cigars. Getting back to cigars.
The audience is like, what y'all talking about right now? Come on.
I do want to ask the question. How do we pick our cigars? Like, do we pick on emotions, how we feel the day, what we have there, laziness? How do you pick your cigars out?
So I start with some favorites, right? So I'll look at what, if it's in a family and I want to try something new, I'll go to a family that I already go to, like my father's or Fuentes. I'll go to a brand that I'm already familiar with. Mm-hmm. But once in a while, I'll go to an event. It's a vendor there, cigar I've never tried before, especially if it's a minority-owned vendor.
But when you do that, how do you feel? Do you feel stressed out, or do you have a go-to cigar when you're stressed out? You don't.
No, I don't. I have a series of the type of cigars I like. Like I'm a mild to medium. But once in a while, I'll buy a cigar. So if I'm at a vendor event, I normally try to buy more than one. And then I'm disappointed if it's not good.
I know.
Like that.
Yeah, I know.
But,
you going back to this camera thing, huh?
No. I'm sorry.
What about you, Stone? Because you have a big reputation in.
So I don't. Very good question. As far as emotion, I don't smoke based on my emotions. If that makes sense, because I'm a daily smoker. Insurance companies, I'm lying. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only.
You only smoke during podcasts.
Nah, this is for entertainment purposes. Disclaimer. So I don't smoke based on emotions. It's not like, okay, I'm having a bad day or a good day. Try to have a cigar after my day is done. Meaning, I work, still got to work, unfortunately. Go work. Watch my home, unwind a little bit, dinner, 5 or 6 o'clock. After that, I would like to go enjoy a cigar. So, I don't have anything in particular because I'm a full body. I like full body.
Oh, so you're a full body guy.
I'm a full body guy. But now, don't get me wrong, I'll try something.
Medium
else.
to full, or you want to go straight in?
Medium to full. I can
Pause.
watch yourself. Yeah, goddamn. I'm sorry. Sketches is out there. He's putting cameras in places. He ain't got no business. Damn it.
So
Damn it.
you're full body.
Full in.
Medium to full body. I can smoke anything. But when I'm having a nice dinner, my belly is fat and full, titties are jingling, they're free, my gut's hanging out. I come downstairs, TV's on, Netflix. We didn't have a conversation about Netflix. The price went up again. Fucking bastards. But
Whoa.
mind your business. Just listen. Calm down. Churches and
Right.
So
I feel like I get my Netflix free with myself.
You do.
I get it free with myself.
You do.
you get free?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, you do. There's some plans.
But he got voice stream, so you don't.
I don't want to.
He got voice
I don't
stream.
want to watch Netflix on myself.
He got voice stream.
No, you got Chrome. I got Chromecast and all that too. But I want to sit down and watch it on the screen that I can see. My eyes ain't like they used to be. Okay, I'm not on the plane.
No, I'm saying I get it free through the
No, right, no, that's true.
Right.
TV.
Onto the TV.
That is true.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But he has Cricket, so they're getting free T-Move subscription for 6 months. T-Move. 6 months free subscription. T-Move.
What's the old?
You know T-Move?
What's the old plan that the people that cellular?
Cellular One.
Cellular.
Cellular One.
Yeah.
That's going back in time. So when I grab a cigar, at that time of the day, I'm looking for something medium to full. That's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm not really looking to experiment with something I'm lying. What I was going to say, what I want to try something different. If I know I want something good, it's like going to a diner and you're hungry. And you've never been to this diner. I'll go with a safe bet. Go with the burger and fries. I'm not going to be trying to experiment with the lobster, macaroni and cheese, and all that kind of dumbness. I'm going to go with a safe bet. I'm going to grab something I know that's going to be consistent, that's going to be good. I'm looking to have a drink.
I feel like
sitting.
1 hour.
Well,
I know, like.
you asked the question, sir. I want to give you a full answer. I don't want to be like the politicians.
Yeah, but if you say,
if
you said you're a full body person, what does that have to do with a burger?
Because he's trying to
I'm giving you the analogy.
Well, he told me he's a full body, right?
But because you weren't paying attention, you was making T-Move jokes. So you wasn't paying. Mercedes, don't jump on this side. Don't encourage it.
So you're a full body. Okay. Now.
You know what?
So.
Fuck y'all.
We done went from the dinner to the titties to the burgers to the diners.
So being that we talking about full body, how often do you smoke full bodies?
Almost never. So if I have a full body cigar, about halfway through I'm gonna be high as hell. That's just the truth. So I try not to go.
And I'm the same way.
It's okay.
I'm the same way.
That's why they make different cigars.
I'm the same way.
That's why they have a variety of cigars.
God forbid you don't eat the right food. Forget about it.
Correct.
You forget about it. Holy shit.
Now I have a question. What do you guys think about the Lancero?
I'm a fan of the Lancero.
I am too.
Because it's much more, it's less tobacco, and since you get the full flavor of that tobacco. You don't get any less fillers. I'm going to say that.
Right.
It's less fillers.
I feel like that gives me more of a punch. Like about 3/4 of the way down.
Okay.
I'm feeling that.
Feeling that.
More
so you get high off your cigars.
No.
Have you ever got high off your cigar?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think that might have happened one time.
Really?
And I have no idea what the hell it was. One time, many years ago.
It was weed.
You a weed smoker? Back when you was a kid, you smoked weed back in the day? A lot of it.
Sir, this is a public podcast, so we're talking about church right now. What are you talking about?
I probably would guess that would build his tolerance.
Yeah. Was that the only drug of choice, or you went?
So now going back to this original question, emotions.
Emotions, yes.
Okay, I don't smoke based on emotions. You do?
Hell yeah, I do.
Okay, talk to us.
What?
How does that work? So if you're feeling happy, do you pick something different? You're feeling sad. You're feeling upset.
Of course I do.
Okay,
but first tell us how many cigars in a day you smoke.
It all depends on my emotions. Okay. I smoke on emotions. So if I'm having a super great time, then I'm gonna smoke a super great cigar.
Okay.
If I'm having a low, what you call it, I'm gonna smoke a full body to bring me up. Give me that lift. Okay. But if I'm already high, I'm not gonna match with a full body. I'm gonna grab a Cuban. A nice mild Cuban.
Okay.
Thanks to my man Smoke, I still got half a box left.
Oh, you need another order?
You damn right.
Okay. Gotcha.
Damn right. So, and if sometimes I do the sweet one, sometimes I'm in a jacuzzi, and it's early in the morning, and it's about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. I wake up and I tell my hot spa, and I got
what you say you was in where? What?
a jacuzzi.
Oh,
I have a jacuzzi
Oh, okay.
outside, so I give me a bottle of champagne.
Champagne.
I
Yeah,
like champagne too.
champagne, some
I just make sure I
strawberries,
heard it correctly.
champagne, strawberry, and I do a.
Strawberries. Chocolate.
You having a love fest by yourself?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
you
going on?
throw a strawberry in
What
there.
mood is this? We gotta find out what mood are we in right now. Is this the morning mood? What mood are we in?
It's gotta be.
What mood are you in?
It's
You eat all the
it's gotta
champagne,
be.
It's morning mimosas
Champagne,
strawberries, and a cigar, and a hot
and a hot tub. Yeah,
jacuzzi. What mood is this?
it's
I guess-
called retirement. That's what it's called.
I understand
It's called
that part.
retirement.
That ain't got nothing
When
to do
you
with it.
retire, you're gonna start doing things
Sir,
that be like, yo, what the hell am I doing
you
here?
started the conversation. What mood am I in when I'm out there with my chocolate, strawberries, my champagne, and my jacuzzi with my cigar? Is this a good mood? I'm assuming this is a good mood. Or are you in a bad mood and you're trying to bring yourself up?
Sometimes
So you all
I
over
be in
the
a bad mood from that night when I wake up. So you know what? I'm going to jacuzzi and I'm gonna get in this
So your wife
jacuzzi.
smacked you in your face.
No.
Okay.
No.
From that
First
night.
of all, the temperature should have smacked you in the face. Let's
What
go back
temperature?
to the fact that it's cold as hell
No, but when you're in your
outside.
jacuzzi,
You gotta get to it though.
it's right there.
Oh, way
It's right
cold.
there. My
Yeah.
jacuzzi is right there.
It's
So
9
when I
degrees
open up the
outside,
door,
brother.
I walk into
It's
my
9
jacuzzi.
degrees.
When I walk out the door, I walk
And
into
you
a
freeze.
jacuzzi
2 steps.
before I get in.
Finish
And
him.
once I take that lid off,
Sub-Zero.
once I take
And you still gotta take the lid off.
Once I take the lid off, the whole room is smoky because all that steam is
Sir,
coming from the hot
You
tub.
have to walk outside. 2 steps and you're frozen.
2 steps.
And
Yeah,
you're
jacuzzi's
frozen.
inside. It's under the porch.
Okay.
And
It's
you're
under the
frozen,
porch.
sir.
It's under the
Okay,
porch.
but I'm sorry. You're disrupting your story. So proceed.
So
Strawberry man.
it all depends on how I feel. So you know, when you have 5 kids, you get 5 different emotions. When you're married, you got a whole different emotion. Then you got siblings and you watch television, different emotion, different cigars. When I travel, I take different cigars when I travel. Because certain cigars you can't smoke near water. When you start to travel a lot, you start to realize, yo, what the fuck wrong with this?
Humidity.
Humidity. What the fuck is wrong with this
That's what
cigar?
I was
Any
gonna
cigar.
ask you about your hot tub. How are your cigars holding up with the humidity of the hot tub?
Because that's what I'm saying. I have certain cigars for that area. So I have cigars that I take down that's inside cellophane. So I have 2 humidors in my house. I have a cellophane humidor, then I got a non-full cellophane humidor. So the one I go to a hot tub, I'm gonna go to a humidified place, I would take the cellophane ones. The ones where I want to smoke and everything is already ready done, and I take a cigar out the humidor that has no cellophane.
Now, why do you think that works? Out of curiosity.
Because in cellophane it protects the cigar, and I don't have to baby him as much as I have to baby him
If I may
without.
raise my hand, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to learn a lesson here today. I'm glad Sketches mentioned that. So really what the cellophane is for is really for commercial use. It's for travel,
Right.
so people don't touch it. But it's not really doing nothing more but protecting the cigar from travel.
Well, also
and
an
people.
outside element. Also,
But if
it's
you-
an
but if you-
incident.
But if you take the cellophane off to smoke it and you're sitting with it over the steam of the hot tub, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
How
you
is your
smoking
cigar
cellophane?
holding
Because
up
this-
in
because
the-
my-
cellophane.
No, because my cellophane cigar is a different humidity than the ones in my other.
Well, how long do they stay that different humidity over your hot tub?
How long?
Yeah, so
Well, I have so my hot tub is here. I have a whole cigar stand. So I put the cigar there when I'm not smoking. It's not close to what you call it. So it's just as bad as you smoking on the beach. And remember, it's crisp. So outside is going to be about 30 degrees outside.
And y'all was talking bad about my hamburgers. Okay.
I'm trying to walk this, but my scientific brain won't let me.
Yeah, the cigar.
Expressing
So the cigar.
expressing
Yeah, the cigar.
And if you're holding a cigar and you're smoking it in a hot tub, and the hot tub is temperature that how many degrees?
104.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
So it's the same concept of smoking on the beach.
No, because the beach is not hot.
The beach is hot.
The beach, the water, the steam is not coming.
When
out.
I went to Curacao, the water was 90 degrees. So
I
it's
would
hot.
not be in that water smoking a cigar.
You see it all the
Don't
time.
take his fun. That's
People
his
do
happy
it all the
time.
time.
Do not take his happy place.
Okay, I
Okay,
digress.
you're who are you, Mercedes, to take away? You've been doing this for years.
Yeah,
You don't have any problems.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
Stop it.
It doesn't take away from
I think
the
maybe
cigar.
I'm just jealous.
That's
because
all.
You both have smoking spots at home. So me,
Everyone
I
can have
go
a
to
smoking
the
spot at
lounge.
home. Hold on.
I exclusively smoke in the lounge.
You sound like the people who don't smoke in their car.
I don't
smoke in my car. I'm like, man,
Oh,
who
I
car?
thought you
Who
don't-
fucking
you don't
cars?
smoke in
in
the
my
car.
car.
It's my
I
goddamn
don't
car.
smoke in my
Why?
house. Because I
always
don't
ask
like
that question.
the smell of cigar the next day.
They have so many different products.
So what
I
about
don't want to push any product on this particular
What-
podcast.
what
but
you-
I have one on.
You want me to let you borrow a product that I have that?
No,
Okay.
because I don't want to smoke in my car.
This is the product.
Plus, because for me and for some part of the population, smoking cigars is social. Like I like to smoke cigars in a lounge because I like to be social on this nigga cigar.
I'm glad you mentioned that because there are people who go to the lounge for different reasons. Because I'm able to smoke home, so when I do go, I want to go talk because I can sit here by myself, which I normally do 99% of the time. But there are people who go to the lounge, go in the corner, get on the computer, put their headphones on, don't come fuck with me, leave me alone. That's cool. But I'm not that person. So when I go to the lounge, hey, trying to go down and say, hey, what's up? Because I can smoke at home by myself. And I hate those kind of places where you go and you sit there like, oh, everybody in their own zone.
Yeah.
I'm not, again, no right or wrong.
Right.
I'm just telling you my experience and my preference. When I go to the lounge, I don't mind being social. Hey, let's have a conversation. What's going on? How you doing?
I think the lounges are made for being social.
I think that's the place to go and mingle.
In Philly, a lot of the lounges are small. And so, really, if you're going to sit there and not talk to anybody, because they're having community talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking about sports, they're talking about politics, they're talking about whatever in a group. And so if you're not participating, which you don't have to, it just kind of looks strange. Like just sitting off to the side with your computer.
Yeah. And then if I look like the bad guy when I ask you, yo, what you smoking?
Yeah, you bother me. Get your ass out.
But I do it anyway.
Well,
I do it on purpose.
Well, sit at home and smoke if you don't want to be.
Right. So I do that on purpose. I harass people. I'm not gonna lie. I'm that guy.
I can't be mad at him because you got to figure.
I'm that guy.
It's like Mercedes said, she don't smoke at home and she don't smoke in the car. So these folks.
But I smoke at home and in the car, and I'm gonna still harass you.
I understand, but these people want to go to the lounge and say, I'm gonna do 2 for 1. I'm gonna go to work. I can do some work, and I can have a stick.
That is unrealistic to think.
Hey, stop banging on that table over there like that.
Because listen, here's the kicker: you'll have a video call going, and I'm in the back like, come on.
Well, I don't know about the video calls, but I'm saying you might better do some work on the computer.
Yeah.
You know,
because we had old boy used to do it, and he used to do it all the time. I'm like, yo, who? I kept on bothering. I'm not gonna say his name. I was bothering him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you can do both. I think. Like
now he doesn't. He barely pulls. But it's some people are shy though. No, he. Some people are shy and they go in and they just want to be to themselves and not knowing that, you know what, it is good to talk. It is good to talk.
Speaking of talking, Mercedes, we brought you on because you're a sister on the leaf, who's on the move. You're in different lounges, you're seeing different things, and it's always a great opportunity for us here at Smoke Road to talk to the sisters of the leaf because we get a different perspective from what we see and what we do as men to what the sisters do. So you mentioned Philly. You said Philly has a few lounges, but you're right. It's not really. I don't know what you would define as a large lounge, but they're decent size. Decent size. Some of them are decent. They all not make the same, just like men. They ain't all make the same. You know what I'm saying? They ain't make the same. But
what has been after the long forms? Go ahead.
But you can. But then y'all know what to do with that.
Just like the men.
Then like, oh, what you gonna do with that? Yeah, but that nowhere. You can touch it. Yeah, do something. You gonna do something with this, man. You gonna do something.
He left. I think he left. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. So your experience as a female smoker, visiting multiple lounges, can you share your experiences with the audience of Smoke?
So yes.
Thank you.
As a female smoker, I enjoy going to the lounge. As a matter of fact, when I travel, I will always find a lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can go and see what's happening in that city because cigar culture is a real thing, right? Like you learn more about a place by going to the cigar lounge and talking with people, which is why
That's the
again I don't
locals.
like people who just sit there and don't do anything because you don't learn anything about the area. But I will tell you, like as a sister of the leaf, 9 times out of 10, there's some conversation for you in the cigar lounge. If you go to the cigar lounge, somebody wants to talk to you. So it's either another sis that's like, oh my gosh, there's another sis here, or there's men that are just, you know, we have a couple of different, absolutely that.
Get
And
that
so,
ass.
and I will.
Them pudding pops. That cello.
It's crazy because
That cootie.
Some of that gummy.
it's like that fresh meat deal, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the fresh meat, you walk in there, they don't know you, they haven't seen you, and they're like, "Oh my gosh,
Who's that?
you know who's that?"
Mm.
And you're just
So
like,
how does that make you feel as a sister leader? I think that's what kind of puts a bad
taste.
experience
It
with
does.
some of the sisters of the league when they go to the lounges and they're treated like red meat, like they're at the club, like, oh damn, I like that, opposed to being embraced as anybody else who's come there to smoke.
I think that cigar culture has changed since I got into cigars. I got into cigars maybe like 12, 13 years ago.
Okay.
And it was really kind of like an affluent deal, right?
Oh, what?
So affluent, like people who smoke
I went to
cigars
school in Brooklyn. I don't know what that is.
came from a different slice, right? They came from a different slice. They normally cigars are not a cheap. It's not a cheap hobby.
It's like golf.
And so it's just like golf. And so but now it's like people are using it as a status symbol. And so there's a difference. And so when you use it as a status symbol, then you think you should have all the perks that come from this status that you're really probably not anyway. And so that changes the attitude of men towards women. And I'm gonna say, I mean, this is gonna be very controversial, but I'm gonna say that there's a difference between going to a white cigar lounge and a black cigar lounge.
Can you expand on that statement, if you don't mind? I want to put my voice on. When you saying there's a difference between the white lounge and you just said white lounge. What's the other word? I don't want to fill that in.
A large amount of black African Americans.
Okay, so expand upon that and you elaborate a little bit.
So I can only speak from my experience. I can't
that's all. That's correct.
So I can say that when I've gone to a non-African American lounge, the conversation has been more just conversational. It's been more about cigars. It's been more about regular stuff. And I have not, and I'm not ugly, and I've not gotten someone that came and tried to play me or trying to hit me with the game real fast. Now, Black Cigar Lounge, when I walk in the door, they're like up, down. They're like okay, and so they're first of all, half of them you see if you don't see the ring on their finger, you see the outline where the ring was.
We doing that out in the streets?
In their pockets, yeah.
What?
And then the games are
bitches.
So. I mean, I think what I would love to see is a more respectful tone towards the women that come into, or a protective tone to the women that come into the cigar. And that's what I think it was about 12 years ago. And so now it's not. It's like I came into the cigar lounge just for you. Like I didn't come here because 9 times out of 10, half of the cigar lounges I go to if I'm visiting, I'm being offered a flavored cigar anyway. And there's nothing wrong with a flavor, but I don't smoke flavored cigars.
Can we pause and educate the workers and lounge owners that just because you see a female does not necessarily mean that she needs an empty cigar.
Matter of fact, what's the statistics? What's the statistic on?
Well, now you got to get ChatGPT out. That's right there. But I don't know the exact numbers. But there are many women who do smoke and fuse. But this is where the conversation comes in at. You go and greet your customer.
Mm-hmm.
You should greet all your customers. That's number one. Customer service is key. Get a comment. Hey, hi, welcome to the lounge. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, is there anything I can help you find today? Something particular that you're looking for. So now when you engage in that conversation, yeah, you can find out. You can't just assume, oh yeah, all that fuse stuff is right here.
But I've been in the
I'm not looking for fuse.
I went to a cigar lounge in North Carolina, and I was talking to the guy who was selling that, who was charging humidors, and I told him what kind of cigars I like, and he still was like, well, Jeremy stores. Well, here's a cherry one, here's a DBL, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I really don't do flavored cigars. And it took 3 times, and finally I was like, you know what, listen, because I had ordered a drink. I said, listen, just cash me out for my drink. I'll just go ahead and find another now.
Either he wasn't paying attention or he was just being an ignorant son of a bitch.
It's true though. It's definitely true.
Oh no, this is why I love to bring my sisters of the leaf on to give their experience, share their stories.
And even when you go on the pages on Facebook, and that's the first thing they say is like when a woman will say, "What do you think is the first cigar?" and everybody will say acids. It's like,
well,
predominantly, why are they saying that? Like,
because
that's not our first cigar. Why if I go in there and say, "What do you think was my first cigar as a man?" No one would say acid.
Hold on. And justification.
It is.
I have a justification for that. So I'm gonna tell you now, if I may, this is gonna be okay. Because I know y'all still about to my hamburgers. Anyway, if you're a brand new smoker, whether you be male or female, 99% of the time, I'm gonna give you an infuse. I can't give you what I smoke because now you're gonna have a bad experience. It's just like, okay, it's like your grandma who made great greens, collard greens, and now somebody at work makes some jackal greens.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that's fair.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people are not used to the mechanism of cigar smoke. And so I tell I have a very big thing of introducing women to cigars. That's one of the things I enjoy doing. And I'll tell them, hey, listen, start with something that's very, very pleasant on your palate. Because if you're not used to cigars, you want to start with something that you're going to enjoy the taste of. If not, you're never going to graduate. So I think there's a really good place for starting with an infused cigar. I think the problem is where you think that every woman that's coming in to your establishment needs to have a flavored cigar.
I guess it goes back to
sir, let me help you out. There's more men smoking these infused cigars than a little bit. You go to the lounge, them cats are smoking more infused cigars than anybody else. But to go back to my original point, if you're a brand new smoker, you say, hey, Stone, Mercedes, Sketches, y'all stunting over here. That just look pretty cool. What cigar would y'all recommend for me? You don't smoke. I'm going to get you an infused cigar. I might say, okay, you get a preference. You like chocolate, you like vanilla, you like a fruity fruit. Because I'm going to give you something sweet on your palate. It's going to be on your lips.
And then
okay.
you'll enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because now you got to start from scratch. You never smoked it. You know, cigarette smoker, cigarette smokers are the worst in the sense of they like to bam.
And that's why you have to have
Jesus
somebody
Christ.
show you how to
So
do it.
we give them instructions. We're going to show you how to cut it. Cut it up. Take out the wrapper. Cut it. Click. Now we're going to show you how to light the cigar. Okay? What you're not going to do is inhale the cigar. You're going to take
the water.
a
I
draw,
give them the water.
clean your palate.
No. There's a water instruction. So what I tell them to do is I tell them to take a sip of their water, whatever they have in front of them, and let it stop at the back of their throat. Oh, did you not like that? That was my sexy.
Yeah, you just kind of
take a sip of your water.
People can't see us, but she's got to like a certain position.
I did.
I give them water. So she turned to the side.
I give them the wet test.
Okay.
So I tell them to take a sip of their liquid and let it stop at the back of their throat. Don't swallow it. And that's where your cigar stops. That's where your cigar smoke stops.
Okay. I ain't heard that before.
You learn every day.
Listen, take a sip.
I don't know if I want to know that.
Take a sip.
I don't know if I want to know that.
Take a sip of your drink. Take a sip of your drink.
I don't want to play this game.
Come on, take a sip of your drink, but don't swallow it.
Come on, throat goat.
That was a low blow.
Come on, throat goat. Take a sip of your drink.
He's not doing it.
Yeah, take a sip. Put it right in the back of your throat. Let it sit right there and gargle a little bit.
No, you don't gargle.
Let me know when you're ready.
Just don't
Let me know when you're ready.
And then that's where your cigar.
I'm sorry. I'm interrupting. So you take a sip of the water. We're learning.
Mess it up. You don't call him a throat goat. He's not gonna do it. I just
I'm
want to go
doing
on
that.
the record and say he's not doing it.
No, I'm doing it now.
He's choking.
Yeah, he's red eyed. He's got
I did it because
he was retrohaling.
I retroinhaled.
Bust his ass
to bring me into a man mode. I had to go to man mode.
That retrohale.
So I'm in man mode. I don't care. Once you go into man mode, you can do whatever you could. Once you go to man mode, you can do whatever you want after it.
This
where they put this water at?
Did a retro and it bust his ass.
It's just stop it before you swallow.
Stop before you swallow. Is that like pissing and stopping?
That's swallow. You feel where it stops? That's where your cigar smoke stops. And it'll never go down your throat if you stop it when you stop. Okay.
Oh, thank
you. He ain't even got to finish smoking.
So I'm trying almost retro inhale.
Listen. He needs some practice. Listen, hold on. Hold on now, Mercedes.
He
Let's be
failed.
fair. This is first time. You got
Drink,
practice.
drink.
Wait, hold on.
I never put it.
You
back
telling
there.
folks to take a sip. I'm going to do it.
Okay, take a
I never
sip.
did that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I never did that.
Don't swallow.
I'm going to take a sip of my drink.
You never not swallow
Right.
the drink.
No, but you wanted me to go all the way in the back of my throat.
I just want you
Pause.
to know.
Hold on, man.
I want you
I'm
to
in,
not
I'm in,
swallow.
I'm in class right now, sir.
Oh, just keep it in my mouth?
Sir, I mean, ma'am.
Please.
Go ahead, do it. You do it.
Okay. What am I going to do
Take a
here?
sip.
I'm going to take a sip. Now, yeah, remember, this ain't water, so we are
Okay.
drinking.
Because you got a little burning alcohol, then that might aid to
Yeah,
it.
right.
That's what I'm
absolutely,
saying.
Yeah. So,
Right.
okay. So, gotta be careful. I don't want to be like sketches, just have my face busted up. Hold on.
You
Take a
should.
sip. Yeah, this is not
You
going to be this.
fail.
Okay, my goodness. Here we go.
Did you hold it there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now swallow it.
I don't like how this sounds. I don't like how none of this.
I thought you
No.
told me to hold. I thought you told me how to hold.
I told him, did he feel it before I told him to swallow it?
Do I feel what? What am I
You
supposed to feel?
where the alcohol stopped. Where
Do
your
it
drink
stop?
stopped.
No, I took my alcohol and I let it lay in the back of my throat.
Have you ever been swallowed?
So then I swallowed.
You know what? Clearly.
You want me to do the hokey pokey and turn myself around now? What?
So, okay.
So it works when I'm teaching people. Apparently not until you all.
But remember, you're using water.
Water.
So,
Correct.
Oh, see, that's the bad. There
yes,
it is. There it is.
We are drinking
Oh,
bourbon and
I'm
whiskey. Y'all
drinking
rum.
rum from a significant
I'm
country.
I'm drinking
But you know
bourbon.
one thing I do want to say, because I felt like I kind of hit the brothers a little bit. I do want to talk about the other sisters.
Talk to
Who?
us.
The other sisters of the league. Now, there's two types of sisters of the league.
Only two?
Well, there's a bunch, but I'm going to
okay.
just break this down into two categories.
Talk to us.
There's the one sister of the league that's excited to see you. She's doing high five. She's happy to see you. She's like, hey, sis, how you doing? And there's the other one, if you look halfway decent, she's being a complete ass to you.
Oh, you're a threat.
You're a threat. You're coming into a cigar lounge, and she's feeling like your competition. And this is where the sisters of the league divide. Because instead of supporting each other, it ends up being this competition that it doesn't need to be. And then that's and I get it, because you're sitting in a cigar lounge, maybe you're a member of the cigar lounge, and maybe the brothers have been coming at you strong, and then another girl comes in, and then they're not paying attention to you anymore, and they're talking to this other girl because she's fresh meat. But then what you did as a sister of the league is you left her out there by herself, and you left her now, she's compromised. When you could have sat with her, you could have made sure she was good, because it's your home lounge.
Okay,
You know, and so I think
what can you what can you tell those sisters? They're listening right now. Sisters,
y'all are.
But this is not the first time I've heard this.
You guys are beautiful. You're beautiful, and you are more than enough.
But it's not the first time
And
I've
so
heard this.
when you see another sister, 9 times out of 10, she ain't even interested in the men that's there. She was there to have a cigar and to have some camaraderie. Especially if I'm visiting. I'm not looking to take nothing home. I'm just in your town for a couple days.
I heard that. Heard that a couple of times.
So, but between them, all of the men coming over like they never seen a woman before, it would be nice to see a friendly face in that place. So,
y'all stop acting up. Stop acting like this is
let's try getting on both sides. And it really, like, again, in the African American language, we got to do better. We have to do better by each other. And that's.
Did I do that to you? Okay.
Where did we look up and down?
How did we first meet?
In the lounge in Philly.
No. Met in Philly?
Yeah. We met in Philly.
Yes.
Was I around?
Yes.
You probably
was.
was.
At the party that was at what's the lounge off across from the lot, the casino.
On Delaware Avenue.
Yes. On Columbus.
The big one?
No, the
little one.
Yeah.
I ain't giving nobody no shout out. They ain't paid no money.
Okay, well, we're
yeah.
good. That's why
the little one. The little one.
That's why I said
that's when you really? That's when you first met her?
That's when we met. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Now I don't remember.
Now I met Mercedes at the lounge. There was a story where she called the lounge. I guess she said she did a Google search. And the person who answered the phone, very good brother, was like, yo, come on out. Boom, boom, boom. He's just a good dude. I can say his name.
Say his name.
Well, I don't want to say his name.
Say his name.
No. Because then, no. Anyway, I'm going to let her take it from here. You called the lounge, and a good brother, one of our good brothers, answered the phone, was very welcoming and very informational. Or information. But anyway, yeah, proceed.
Yeah,
Take it from
I
there.
think that anytime, because I travel so much and I will find a lounge on Yelp. That's probably my number one go-to place to find a lounge. I will first try to call. I will call to see, okay, and I have a couple questions when I call.
Mhm.
Hey, is there a cover? Is there a cigar minimum? What is this cigar's what's the attitude towards women? Like, can I just come in there by myself? Am I good to go? Like,
I don't think nobody's gonna say no.
you know what?
I mean, have you ever said no? This is not women.
No, I have had ones that say we don't actually have any female members, or we don't have a lot of female visitors. So
Okay.
it sets the expectation that if I'm going there, I may be the only female in the place. You know, will I not go? No, I'm still gonna go because I'm going for a cigar. But you know, I like to ask those questions anyway, and I like to know: is it a membership only lounge? You know what I mean? So I will call.
I do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
When I always call the lounge before I get there. I've never been there before. I do.
I don't call. I do go online. Take a look. Some reviews and pictures. Get an idea of the size. Humidors, 99% of the time online. Somebody took pictures of the humidor. But I'm not a caller. I'm not a phone person, number one. But so again, going back to Mercedes, meeting you was at the lounge. And
always outstanding though, both of you guys. I mean, the truth is, like, never, which is why we can hang out.
But you're a traveler, so
I am.
Being a traveler, travelers do different things that normal people don't do.
That's true.
So she's a traveler. So I'm a traveler also.
Solo travel sometimes.
So that's sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's a big
But
difference.
I think that none of the reviews, even on Yelp, I'm not gonna say none. I'm gonna say very few are done by other women
True.
or sisters of the league. So what you might experience in a cigar lounge is going to be way different from what I experience in a cigar lounge.
Yeah.
And so it's important to make those calls so you at least you don't want to feel like you spent your money, you spent your time, and you're not having a good time, right? And so that's important because if I'm going to be sitting somewhere for hours, the stick is going to take a couple of hours. We want to make sure I'm having a good time.
You're educating lounge owners now.
I know how she felt.
So I want you to, which is not necessarily pretend because you're actually educating lounge owners and workers. Tell them, as a sister of the league, what can they do to enhance their lounge to make it more friendlier for sisters of the league? You just brought up a few good points, but I need you to reiterate some of those points that, hey, I'm a sister of the league and I'm traveling. These things will be a little more conducive for females that you don't have, and it's a small thing that you can do that's not going to cost you anything. What would you tell them?
Well, make sure your front of the house is really personable. That's first. Because if I'm calling, just like the lounge that we met at, when I called, I wasn't even sure I was going to go to that lounge that night. Mm-hmm. But that guy that picked up the phone, he was so awesome that I was like, you know what, I'm a little tired, but I'm going to go to the lounge anyway because I just had a really great experience. So when you have people at the front of your house that are, maybe it's like bartending, right? Mm-hmm. If you have people that are unwelcoming, then I'm not going to stay, right? And then make sure that whoever is running your humidor, whoever is your customer service, they know your humidor. Because what will happen is you'll have someone that, like me, that knows cigars. I don't want to be introduced to cherry cigars. You know what I mean? Be a good listener, like you said before, and have a good variety that you're showing people and you're showing women. And comfy chairs don't hurt, and nor do good vent systems. Good vent systems are the trademark because my hair.
So I never went to a cigar lounge and was offered an infused cigar. Never.
That's because you have a penis.
Whoa, why you gotta say it like that, man?
Well, that's because you're a guy. And that's really the biggest.
No, that's true.
The biggest difference. And you're not going to worry about a vent system as much as I would because you
the hair, the clothes, right.
Your shampoo in your hair,
right.
Go short, and that's it.
Right.
But a lot of
little
women,
hair jokes, these little dabs and jabs at hair, we ain't doing that today. We're not going to do that on this podcast.
Your scalp is important.
You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be talking about your hair, just because you got a little hair.
I got some Madonna for you. I forgot to bring it in. I had some in the car.
Your sketches is a witch doctor, according to some of
he likes Dr.
friends.
Yeah, I'm a witch doctor. Yeah, I'm a witch doctor.
He's defined as a witch doctor in some circles.
Oh, you get another drink?
I know.
But yeah, that's something interesting that you find that when Sisters of the Leaf go into the lounge, So lounge owners, I tell you this all the time: customer service. Make sure your workers are educated in the product, and don't assume. Do not assume that because they're female that they smoke a few cigars. Have that conversation.
So let's nip it in the bud. What if you don't offer an infused cigar for a first timer? What's the next best thing?
A very mild Connecticut cigar.
Right.
Woo!
But I think just asking and listening.
Asking and listening.
Yeah, I can say another thing. Cigar wraps. Cigar wraps. Oh, cigar wraps. Listen, I have been pushed over to talk to a guy behind me when I have had questions about their cigars. Don't assume that because I'm a female in here that I don't know enough and I'm asking you, because what'll happen is if I really enjoy it or you're telling me about it, I'll buy a box of it. So you assume maybe I won't, and then you just dismiss me right away.
That sale.
And you missed out on the sale because what I'm never going to do is spend money when somebody has been ignoring me, or I'm never going to do. I actually talked to a cigar line owner who had reps there, and I said, "Listen, I would have bought a couple boxes of your cigars, but your reps didn't take the time to even explain, because I just had a couple questions that I was not familiar with your line
product,
and so wouldn't even talk to me about it. So I'm like, well, you just missed out on that.
Wouldn't even talk to you about it. That
happened to me.
But that is their fucking
job. It's like I was annoying. It's like I was annoying.
Okay, so now sketches. Here's your opportunity to talk to those reps. I haven't experienced that
because you're smoke world.
Well, no, because they don't know who I am necessarily. I'm just a black guy with a bald head.
And I had a hoodie on.
Don't matter.
No, it does matter. It does matter when you have a certain look.
Sketches.
To a certain. It does matter. It does matter.
Sketches. Here's your opportunity, sir.
It does matter.
To talk to those reps. To tell them, just like Mercedes did, to give your opinion on the experience you had when you were talking to a rep. The mic is yours.
Right. So when you go into cigar lounge and you ask a question like, what's the difference between this cigar and that cigar? They look at you like, you don't know? Why you don't know? You a man. You should know this. No, why? I don't smoke this type of cigar. I didn't know if you're on the top of the valley, different from the cigars on the bottom of the valley. So you're making me feel like I'm stupid. And it's like, you know what? Now I'm not going to buy that whole line because the way you talk to me. Because I had a hoodie on and I looked a certain way. But if I had a suit on, you're going to break it down to me.
And those will be the ones that buy one for this car. I mean, that's.
So you saying you was profiled?
Yes. Okay. It wasn't once. It was a couple of times.
Okay, so that's just going to give you the opportunity to share your story.
So talk to somebody like they don't know of the cigar business. To everybody, it's a win-win.
Especially
what do you compare it with?
There's no pushback from me.
What's a good pairing? What's the difference between this and that one?
That's called good customer service. Now, are we talking about reps? Because that's a different scenario, opposed to the person who works at the lounge.
No, I'm talking about reps. Well, both, but right now we're talking about reps.
Yeah.
We're talking about the reps that have events, right? So 9 times out of 10, if you're standing up an event in a cigar lounge and people are coming to your event or they're at the cigar lounge and they're there while you're there, so they're trying to understand. Okay, there's a reason why you're here, and so maybe this line I'm not familiar with. So
a lot of times you're not.
So do you exactly? That's why they're doing a stand up in the cigar lounge so that they can introduce it.
Spoon feed everybody.
If you have people who are there and they're coming up and asking, like, what would you rather be doing? Sitting on the couch, like smoking a cigar, instead of talking to potential customers? Like, when you don't talk to the guy in the hoodie or the female that's walking by, you don't talk to us and we have questions about your line. All you're going to do is stand off to the side and smoke a cigar and look crazy. So go ahead and you should be honing I've been an ambassador for 2 different cigars. What you should be doing every time you get a chance to talk to somebody, you're honing your skill too.
Yes.
You're learning how to talk to people about that cigar in a way that turns them into a customer. And so when you profile people based on whatever, maybe you think, oh, she's a female, oh, he's got a hoodie, so he doesn't have any money, whatever. You lost your opportunity to get some some self-training yourself,
Right.
right?
Yeah, because matter of fact, February next month makes 15 years for me,
Mm.
and I'm still learning.
We always learn.
So I be
There's always new cigars in the market.
We're always learning.
right. So and I'm the retarded guy.
Can't say
Not
that
at
word.
all.
Can't say that word.
I wouldn't say
I
that.
can say it. You can say that word now.
Can't say that word.
Because Trump's in office. You can say retarded.
Mhm.
So
Oh my God.
I
Ladies and
strike
gentlemen.
that as a no.
talk to me like
Objection,
I
Your
don't
Honor.
know.
Objection, Your Honor.
So if you tell me spoon feed me, then I can tell that information to somebody else, right?
Well, no, then I'll probably, if you really
I'm like,
explain
wait a-
it to
yeah.
me, I'm gonna buy some of those cigars.
Yeah.
Even
That
if
is
it's
their
just a try.
fucking
I
job.
know.
They
Okay? So when you come in,
they don't know, but they don't know their job. They think they
Well,
sell.
that's
I
why-
don't need your information.
that's why
I
we love-
sell these type. Without your information, I'm selling
Guess
any
what?
old
They're
way.
owners,
Guess what?
right? The reps turned into
Yo, you
owners.
be like,
they're
yo.
too good to talk to anybody.
Okay, now I'm gonna take this back to the election since you mentioned that guy, 47. The game has changed, people. The legacy media, the regular MSNBC, CNN, the traditional media, that's not happening no more. Cats is going to podcasts, social media. This is a game changer. So this is the opportunity where we talk to these folks who sell cigars, whether you be a company or your lounge. So if a customer comes to you as a rep, your job is to explain the cigar. The cigar is from this region. This is the binder. This is the filler. This is what the cigar. This is a medium body. The conversation starts with, "Hey, how you doing? Bum bum bum. Hey, okay, what do you normally smoke? Oh, okay, this is our line. All right, if you're a medium body smoke, this is our particular smoke. This is called the Sese. The Sese is a medium body smoke. It's from Nicaragua. It has this kind of filler. Bop bop bop. It's a nice medium smoke, a little peppery, a little bop bop bop. So you smoke this. This will be right in line with what you normally smoke with that particular smoke.
Absolutely.
That's how it goes. Going back to the person who works at the lounge, a conversation. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Hey, again, I don't need you to follow me around like I'm a thief, but let's have that conversation. Hey, welcome. Is there anything I can help you find today?
Well, that happens to me all the time. I always get followed around.
Well,
I always get followed
but what I
around.
can say is, remember we were talking about the gentleman. That gentleman didn't actually sell me a cigar right away. What I did after talking to him on the phone and I went to the lounge, I actually sat down in a chair. I didn't buy anything right away.
Mm-hmm.
And he engaged me in a conversation.
Because he's a professional.
He's awesome. And in that conversation, and I think that guy was maybe like, I mean, he was working and I was just sitting in a chair by the counter. So we were just kind of talking.
He made you feel comfortable
He made me feel
first.
very comfortable.
That's the key.
And
Make your
he
customers
said,
feel
and I get you though, you some people don't have enough time to
Uh-oh.
do all of that. It wasn't like that either.
No, what I'm saying now to get to the second question.
What's that?
Etiquette.
Etiquette. In the cigar
Etiquette.
lounge.
Oh my God, etiquette.
Oh, yeah.
People, owners lose a lot of money with this etiquette.
Well, I know you have. I know what you're about to say. So
Right? Yeah.
What's your take?
I disagree with him on this.
Okay.
Totally.
Let me see. I can be the tiebreaker. What you got?
Being that me and you are travelers, right?
Mhm.
We travel. You know, I'm at 38 states, 33 countries.
Mhm.
And once you leave the Delaware area and you go down south, once you go through the door, they don't pressure you. They don't pressure you.
So okay, let me help you.
So when I go in there, I just buy, and buy.
So no. This is what Sketches. Sketches got a problem. This is just the house rules, brother.
It's an upstate. It's a northern.
No, it's
No,
etiquette.
not necessarily.
You have to go.
In Texas,
this is how they make their money.
In Texas,
You have to buy the cigars. You can't just go in there with your own cigar, sit down, and not purchase from
See,
that.
so no one is saying that. No one is saying that.
Listen, if you go into the humidor first, now I will tell you what they will allow you to do. I will tell you, like in Texas, right? The lounges there, with the exception of CI is its own animal. You know, they make in Texas. That's like a club.
Of course.
So it's not like they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn what you have because you're gonna make it up in drinks.
Right.
But some of the lounges have a minimum, but you can satisfy it at the bar.
Yes.
So you can satisfy whatever their minimum is at the bar, but you can't just come in, smoke your own cigars, don't drink anything, and don't.
Well, that's not etiquette. That's being an asshole.
No,
that's a different. No, I'm saying I'm not talking about the asshole.
Oh, you talking about the person that doesn't spend any money?
Right. That's an asshole.
Yeah,
that's not etiquette. That's
asshole.
asshole.
If you're not a member of that lounge,
you are an asshole.
should spend. If you don't buy 2 cigars now, I have a whole humidor full of cigars, but I'm always still going to buy
Of course,
at
that's
least 2
this part.
sticks for
that
every
is-
house that I've been.
So
in.
let's be clear.
I'm at $15.
So let's be clear.
Oh, I'm more.
So let's be clear.
Bare minimum. If you don't spend $15 when you walk into the door, you're an asshole.
So let's be clear.
You're an asshole.
These are brick and mortars.
Correct.
This is how
It's a
they
cost,
make
yeah.
their money. This is how they
It's a
stay
cost.
open.
Yeah.
This is how we are able to sit down, meet new people, get involved in a great culture. This is not online. Online, of course, got the better prices. No doubt.
Right.
But the brick and mortar is where we go and mingle. We sit down, we have conversations, and understand it's going to be a higher price than you can get online. But you cannot walk into the cigar lounge, no cigar lounge, and not bless the lounge and purchase.
Especially if they don't have
Right.
a cash bar. Or
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, forget yeah.
Now,
If
no,
they're they're
even when you got
not
the
selling
BYOBs,
alcohol,
you have to
no,
buy the
you have to
cigars.
buy the cigars. Now, what I will say is I've been to a couple of lounges that the cigar selection
Of
for me
course.
was trash.
Of course,
Absolute. Wouldn't smoke anything in there.
80%
Am I
of them.
still going to buy 2?
you have right.
Absolutely. Am I going to hold it in my humidor so I can
Yes.
give it to my friends later?
Yes.
That's what I'm going to do.
So if they got drinks, I do a drink and I find what I can try to find, and I do both. I do a cigar and I get the drink. Huh? I'm not doing the 2 cigars.
I'm always going to do 2 cigars.
If I'm gonna get a drink,
And I'm going to give several drinks.
Even okay. So now here's the thing.
I'm an Uber.
Sketches.
oh, you Uber guy.
I'm an
Sketches.
Uber there. Yeah.
99% of these lounges, even if they have a bar, require you.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's
Sir,
wrong. I
telling
just
you.
told you I've been to 30-something
I
states.
know.
Listen, I've been every city. I did every major city in the United
So
States. I done spoke.
There's cover charge. There's places
I
where
think-
you just
I
going
think
to pay a
I'm
cutting fee.
Yeah, I think I'm in the middle of you two. I think that
You
if
pay a
you're-
cutting fee.
If you have a cash bar or if you're selling alcohol, your price index that you're making off of a bottle of alcohol
that's
is crazy. And so
Right.
for me,
That's a
I'm gonna
different
buy
scenario.
if I'm gonna buy 2 drinks, and my 2 drinks are gonna end up costing me $50-$60, right? And then let's say I buy one
Right.
sip, then
You
that's
good.
it. But,
You're good.
But if there's absolutely no cash bar, if you're not selling alcohol, if you're BYOB or only
Yes.
members can
Then you
drink,
do the 2
then I'm buying
cigars.
2 cigars
Yes.
at the bare
Right.
minimum.
We're on the same
I'm
page.
probably gonna buy
Listeners,
a couple
right.
more than that. Yeah.
Here's
Right.
what we're saying to you.
Right.
We're all on the same page. If they have a bar and the person buys 1 cigar, they're going to buy multiple drinks.
Multiple drinks.
So don't go sweat them. Don't be no asshole.
Yeah, don't chase
Don't
them
be an
down.
asshole. Because once they sit down at that bar where they buying a beer and a shot, let them do their thing.
And they taking
Stop
care of
it.
their people. You're
Stop.
taking care of
And
your
you
people.
yeah, so
I'm a good tipper.
I think
and I'm
we're all
taking
on the
care
same
of
page
people.
with that. Right.
But I'm like very, very clear that 2 cigars minimum if there's no bars.
Of
I am
course.
very clear on that.
And I think everybody knows that part.
Even if
No.
you
But
pay,
I just found out that they don't.
That's what I'm
They
saying. You can't
don't.
assume.
They don't.
because the etiquette does not extend to people. Like I told you, the difference 12 years ago and the difference today in the people who are smoking cigars because they think it's a status symbol. The reality of understanding what cigar culture is, the etiquette of cigars, and the rest of that is getting lost a little bit. Just like you would go into a cigar lounge, and the brothers would not do the sisters the way they do them now. They just wouldn't. They would understand, well, you know what, if you're here, you probably can afford to be here too.
So you're traveling. What was your best experience? What state was your best cigar experience? Country or state?
Cartagena, Colombia. Without even blinking.
Colombia, the country Colombia.
Cartagena, Colombia.
Woo! Yo, yo, I've been there.
Yes. Hands down,
Cartel.
Been there.
no
Cartel
matter
specials.
where you go in
Couple keys of coke.
Cartagena.
Yo, I
No
was in
matter
the Wall
what
City.
Listen, and did you cigar now downtown?
What's that thing?
Oh my gosh, that guy is so good.
Oh, he is like.
Oh my gosh, his prices are jacked up though. But it's okay. I had the best time there. But then you go 20 minutes outside of there are actual cigar farms. And you can buy it at the bodega right at the base of the cigar farms for pesos.
Yep.
You don't even
You can
have
buy
to,
fillers if you want. You can get the wraps if you want.
but you get full cigars. The same cigars that would cost you $20 in a lounge are pesos.
Oh, yeah, well, that's
Like
always
$3,
like that.
$4.
Guy was like, you know somebody who rolls cigars? Just buy the stuff and bring it with you. And then
Tobacco
roll when you get back
tax.
home. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
The U.S.
It's the best.
What? I
Cigars
could bring.
only cost $3. for the
I enjoyed it
Padrones
more than
and everything
more than
else.
Cuba.
But
When I went, I enjoyed Colombia more than I enjoyed Cuba.
Yeah.
When I was in Cuba.
I love
you
it.
get caught by the cartel, not like that.
Mm.
No.
Listen, I don't know if you know, right outside of Cartagena is a little town called Palenque, and it is
Oh, I grew up in
first.
Palenque.
I was gonna go there, but I was a little scared. I was a little afraid.
The very first
I grew up in
established,
I was a little afraid. Now, if I go back, I'm going there. But I was afraid. I was afraid
No,
when I
for
first
what?
got there.
Listen,
I'm not afraid.
I was
not afraid. It's the
afraid.
first town of free Africans from slavery.
Ah,
And they kept
you know
everything
Sansi,
still.
papi. You
And
know
they still
Sansi.
speak Yoruba, and they still keep a lot of the same.
Wow,
Oh, you missed it. Oh
that.
my god.
So the food must have been fucking off the
Amazing.
meat rack. They still stay that?
No.
Amazing.
They still stay meat rack?
No.
Yeah, stay meat rack?
No.
Well, whatever.
Hey, the 1990s called. They want their word.
Chain.
Fubu, come on, Fubu. Carl Kanani,
Or
Fubu.
you buy us, right?
Your Fubu, you got Fubu on his Carl Kanani.
Cross colors.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, not negative.
Yeah.
Crisscross.
I had a great time. Nothing, and the artwork was unbelievable in that lounge. That one lounge.
What about you, Small? What's your best state, country?
Wow, that's a very good question, but I don't think I have one. As good gangsters that may sound, I don't have one. But I'm going to ask you guys a question before we wrap up.
Okay.
Because somebody asked me this and I wasn't prepared. It's a very basic question, but I was like, I never thought about this. They asked me.
You're going girls first, son. I'm from the old school.
Go from New York first. Name a person, living or dead, that you would love to have a cigar with.
Barack Obama.
I said the same thing. Cheating.
Barack Obama, because I'd love to have a cigar with him and really hear the inside stuff.
Yes.
Like, I know that there's a lot of inside stuff, and I think that brother is cool enough that if you had a cigar with him,
and a drink,
he
gonna start
he
snitching.
He wouldn't start snitching, but I think he's cool enough that he knows that. What you gonna do to me now?
You know
I got
funny?
2 terms. I'm good.
I said the exact same person, but sketches.
I love Barack Obama. I love Barack Obama, but I'm 55 years old. I'm sorry.
You biggin'.
I gotta smoke a cigar with Bill Cosby. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
There's no wrong answer.
This
No right
man
or wrong.
sniffed cocaine and then came out with the Cosby Show. I want everything, and he had sex with a lot of women.
Sleep and stuff.
But I want to hear. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear he. It was the first man to come out with these type of shows and Bill Cosby's no joke.
You know, he was my track sponsor in high school.
How?
Because I went to Overbrook High School in Philadelphia, and he's Philadelphia track and field. And so he heard about me, and he was my track sponsor. I got pictures with him.
That's crazy.
He always had handlers around me, so thank you, Jesus.
You got pictures?
Thank you, I did. Thank you, Jesus, for the handlers.
Hey, cut it out.
It could have been me.
No.
Maybe I didn't remember.
You ever drink his water?
Not at all.
Drink his water.
What was in the public space?
But no, I like that. No, I like his answer.
Yeah, I can too.
I can rock with that.
I can too.
Unfortunately, he's been stained and with these different allegations and so forth. But no,
he's
that's
not Diddy, so
no.
There's that.
He has done a lot for the black community.
He has.
Period. So he has came a long way from being an actor, a comedian.
Can I just say
entrepreneur.
something controversial on that?
Please.
It better be controversial.
It's gonna be controversial.
It's okay.
Good.
So back in the day, though, this is what I believe. I think back in the day, like in the 60s, 70s, I think that was just the practice.
Yes, it was.
I think the practice was the casting couch, and the practice was like, now the one girl that sued him, the one that was lesbian with hair, like I don't know.
Right. Yes. Uh-huh.
But I mean, this is
was she
for
lesbian? Huh?
well, this is for jokes and maybe, but if I
She's like Howard Stern. You want to look like Howard Stern?
If this is inappropriate, you can cut it.
There's nothing inappropriate.
She could look pretty back in the 4 years ago. She got pretty.
But if I wake up with your dick in my mouth the first time, I'm probably not coming back. Like, I'm not coming to visit you again. And so she's like, and then the second time.
Well, why not?
Because if you did something and I fell asleep and I woke up and your dick was in my mouth.
So it doesn't matter who he was.
Not to me. I'm saying to me, my rationale would say no. Because then.
Well, he was Barack Obama of the time.
So I'm not waking up with Barack Obama's dick in my mouth.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Okay. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Going back to the practice, the past practice. If you come into somebody's room 2 or 3 o'clock, hotel room, I don't know. You coming in at 3 o'clock in the morning? What are you talking about? 3 o'clock.
I think that 70% of the folks knew what they were getting into.
Yes.
They were okay with getting into
Are you doing
that.
70?
So I'm going 70 because
70?
I do think that there were a couple that didn't. Now with the Diddy nonsense, those stories are
That's different.
horrendously just
That's
horrendous.
different.
That is not even on the scale of this.
That's different.
They're just horrendous.
But what makes it different?
Because these girls were not going there for that. They were legitimately going to like a 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock party, and he was drugging them, and then they couldn't leave, and then
There's a whole bunch of
raping these girls, and it was a lot of stuff going on.
So I actually knew this prior to, so I wouldn't even go. So I don't know if you know prior to, why would you go?
But the one
they become superstars.
No, so the one story I heard, the girl was with her agent, and they found a way to separate the two of them. And she said she took a sip of the drink and she realized there was something in the drink, and she was trying to tell her agent there's something in this drink, but the agent drank it, and the agent ended up passing out. But they didn't want the agent. She was not hot because she didn't drink the drink, and they raped her in that studio because her agent was passed out. The person she came with for her safety. So that's different.
Absolutely.
That's way different. But I mean, both of them are wrong. Let me go on the record and say that.
Oh, absolutely.
Both of them are wrong because based on your status, you could have been like Tiger Woods, like I'm Blasian or whatever, and some girls would have gave you whatever you wanted. But you don't need to put anything in anybody's drink with the idea that I'm gonna take it. Like it doesn't matter.
But it's easier.
Whoa,
you got no game then.
Because I know I call a spade a spade. When I was growing up, I'm on the corner, and 4 out of 5 men would say, "Oh man, she's gonna be bad when she grow up."
That's fucked up.
No, that's 4. I said 4 out of 5.
No statute.
But if you're
no
saying,
statute of limitations.
if you're saying when she grows up, then that means that was a little kid,
Mercedes.
or a young kid.
But I'm saying this is what men are doing and was doing for the beginning of time.
It doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right, but you think we should teach this then? You think this should be part of health ed? You think
who?
You think this should be
the
part of
girls
health?
or the guys?
Across the board, you think this should be part of health ed? You think they should implement this and don't drink any alcohol that you don't see being poured in front of you?
But if you see it being poured,
don't even matter. They already spiked the bottle. They had the bottles already hooked up. These bottles are for them.
So they're watching it. And there's
these bottles are special. They had the bottles already. You had stories. They already got stories.
Yeah, they spiked.
Them bottles is for these joints.
And who are you to believe that you go to some big industry? You thinking there's got to be a couple hundred people here. Yes. Why in the world would I think that I'm going to go to this party with a couple hundred people and I'm going to be secluded and I'm going to be
isolated?
Like I'm going to be isolated and I'm going to be the one that 5 or 6 of them are tagging in on, and like they spike my stuff.
Because they said everybody that went, their hairs in the back of your neck was like, yo, I got to leave. So when do we use the hair in the back of our necks to say, yo, I gotta leave?
This is
not right.
6 sense kick in, like
what part can we teach that? No, it's something that you can't teach. Then.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happens.
Can you teach that?
I'm gonna tell you what happens. No, that part you can't teach. It's gonna be
can't teach that. Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to be stars. These folks wanted to be.
But they were also very young.
Of course,
and so they're into.
But what's young?
No. So if you're 17, 18, because some of them were younger than 17, 18. But if your intuition hasn't kicked in yet, you're not. Like
so this is why I blame the parent, because the parent. Then you're 17 years old, and you're aspiring to be. Hold on.
17 is old, man. 17 is old, man. We are the only country that makes 17. Because you want to be realistic. We're the only country.
Well, that's good. That's good.
We're the only country.
We're the only one.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't.
Nah, bro.
No, I'm going by what the international law is.
Okay, so I don't care about international law, but you grew up in New York, right? So I think that there is a very big difference between a city 17-year-old and a suburban 17-year-old. And so
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, and
right.
so you're talking about the fact that I grew up in Philly.
You're right.
So you're talking about the fact that since
Street
I was
sense.
13, 14, you probably was at home by yourself, locking the door.
Yeah, last key was the last key.
13 years old.
Right.
And so you have a different sense of okay, this doesn't feel right to me. Versus a suburban kid who grew up very, very protected. And now you're in a situation, and you have to look at half of the people that are coming up with these stories are not kids that grew up in, you know what I mean?
Right. You're right.
So you have to take that
You're
into
right.
account.
You do.
Thank
Is
you.
what I'm saying.
You
All
do.
right.
Sketches.
Sketches.
You
That's
think
why
it's-
your name Sketches.
No, but
Sketches.
But I got to open it up and open up and think out of the box so everybody can understand. There's a difference
we
between the
understand.
17-year-old coming from the project and the 17-year-old coming from West Virginia.
17-year-old that's being targeted by a 30-year-old who has all kinds of experience on how to manipulate a woman.
Yes.
That is different, and I don't care where
Men
you
and
grew
women.
up. I don't care where you grew up. A 17-year-old is not prepared to even understand what's manipulation and what's not because they haven't been exposed to it. And I don't care if you grew up in New York. I don't care if you grew up in Philly. A same guy that's 30 years old that grew up in New York and grew up in Philly, they've had 15 years on you to perfect their thing. And so that 17-year-old, it's a friggin' storm that hits them. They don't know.
Thank you. Right, that's
Yeah.
So that's
it.
why I talk
And
about
ladies,
that.
This is why you stay away from Cigar.
Well, no. It's just that why we don't teach this. That's
Look at
It's your responsibility as a parent.
no, not the parent. No, not the parent. Why we don't teach this?
Who we?
Excuse me. Or why don't we freaking tell 30-year-olds not to go after 17-year-olds?
Yes.
Why is it the onus on women?
The kid.
On the kid.
That's
the
a kid.
The kid should be able to decipher.
Right.
No, the friggin' 30-year-old. Why don't you fucking date some people your own age?
Thank you,
Like,
Mercedes.
come on, man. That sounds
Put
dumb
your little
to me.
Volkswagen away, bro.
That sounds
Mercedes
dumb as
is
shit
talking right now.
No, because it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop.
Brothers hold that guy accountable.
But I just said we don't do that.
But that's so now
We don't do that.
So
Why
now
not?
you're wanting a reaction.
Why not?
Because it's not cool.
Okay.
What do you mean not cool?
Let's go
It's
back
not
to
cool.
What's not cool?
You want the answer? I'm giving you the answer. 4 out of 5 guys when I grew up said, "Wow, she's gonna be look at that. She look good. When she grow up, she's gonna be banging."
But
I shouldn't have heard that from 4 out of 5 guys growing up. So when I say, what do you mean by that? I'm not the cool guy because I'm
I know,
asking
but
the
here's
question.
the problem. So now we go further. Now let's go back to the cigar lounge. Let's bring it back to the lounge.
Right, let's go back to the lounge.
Let's go back to the lounge. Y'all brothers will see your brother out there. You know he's married. You know he's acting a hot mess in that lounge. And y'all don't do anything to check that brother a little bit. Even if you're a member and you know no one. And so that's the problem. So then now the onus is on the sister of the leaves that are coming into this lounge. And you got all these brothers swarming this woman. When at the same time, y'all should be like, listen, this is our lounge. It should be comfortable for everybody to come in here. We don't have that kind of atmosphere here. And you can check in a different way. And so, yeah, I think that.
But see, I do check.
Way too much.
But it's not
Don't
cool.
forget
I'm not saying you.
No, but it's not cool.
I don't care about cool.
But I'm trying to give you the true fact of what the men are talking about when we talk about women.
I know, but it sounds like our men has lost the ability to protect us.
I don't think we lost it. We never had it.
No, we do have it.
We don't. Where's it? Is there a book that we can read?
If it's your daughter, are you protecting your daughter?
They don't listen.
No. If it's your daughter, are you trying to protect your daughter?
Yes, but sometimes they don't listen.
No. If you go into a place with your daughter and 5 grown men walk up to your daughter, what are you saying to those grown men?
That's a little different. That's a little
because
different.
You can't
Most men want to get the vulnerable person.
But you can't say that you don't know it because you know it. You just don't. You don't exhibit it.
This is going to be a part 2. This is going to be a part 2.
I'm sorry. I'm done.
I know men that are pedophiles
and predators
and have kids
and
have
predators
and have daughters and overprotective. Make that make sense.
Let's part 2.
Part 2.
We got heated up at the end of
Yeah.
this.
It's going to be part 2.
I got 4 daughters. That's why I can talk like this. I have 4 daughters.
Listen, you know, if some grown man came after my daughter, I'd shoot him.
That part.
But
Sketches.
But if you keep it a secret, you can only shoot what you know.
Yo, man.
You can only shoot what you know.
How can
I
we?
appreciate
You know what I
the fact
mean?
that he's devil's advocate.
That's all good.
I gotta be devil's
That's all
advocate.
good.
You know?
I appreciate
Yeah, you gotta think out inside the box, outside the box, around the box.
Yeah, in the box.
The
all
In the
that.
box.
Just don't touch the box.
Not
Sketches. How can we
Without approval,
that part.
permission.
Yo, how can we
And
support you, man?
over in
We
age.
wrapping up, man. Forget that, man. Forget that. The battery died. Forget you, man. Sketches. How can we support you, man? Give us your information, bro. Talk to us.
Are you gonna put my link in?
Put the link in.
My link's gonna be put in. www.rockandrodproduction.com. I got everything. If you want to live forever, go to my website. That's all I can say.
SmokeWordPodcast.com is the website. www.SmokeWordPodcast.com. SmokeWord Podcast, IG, Facebook. There's a group. If you're interested in joining the group, come out and join the group and show us what you're smoking.
Are you on TikTok yet?
I'm always on TikTok, but I've been on TikTok since they started.
With Smoke
TikTok,
World.
Podcast. My name is
Smoke World Podcast is the
everything.
name on TikTok.
X.
Because I'm going back to TikTok.
Everything is
you
on.
better get your money out of it.
Mercedes, we thank
No,
you.
it's gonna be.
90 day.
Nah, it's gonna be around. It's gonna be around.
Mercedes,
He was at the inauguration. So
thank you. Thank you for being a guest.
Thank you so much
It's-
for having me. Smoke
Thank
World.
you.
This
Don't be
was really
no
fun.
stranger.
Listen, when y'all come to Philly again, let's put some smoke in there.
That's what's up. Folks, we appreciate y'all listening. We thank y'all. We will check y'all out on the other side.
Peace.
Boom, just like that.